I was having a conversation with a male acquaintance one evening, the kind that dances between small talk and sudden depth. We were discussing discipline, values, childhood memories. Then he said something that caught me. My dad is the professor, my mom is the spiritual one. It sounded casual, almost like a badge of honor, but something about it stayed with me long after that conversation ended. Is that the intellectual powerhouse, respected, accomplished, rational? Is mom the quiet warrior in prayer, always praying, always covering, always bending her knees for her household? Her husband ruled with his head, but not with his spirit. And just like that, their home had been divided into two domains. His father led with information, his mother led with intercession. And both were essential. Both are even still, they're very essential, honestly. However, that one sentence haunted me. My dad is the professor, my mom is the spiritual one. It wasn't condemnation, it was repetition. A pattern I had heard before. A pattern I have seen up close. Men who build empires but neglect their altars. Men who provide but never prophesy. Men who quote Aristotle but never Psalms. Men who leave church attendance for their wives. Brilliant fathers, but spiritually absent. They outsource the prayers to their wives. They leave the fasting to the women's fellowship. They let their sons grow up without ever seeing what spiritual headship looks like, only what provision feels like. And some of the sons, they carry it on. They become professors too, intellectual powerhouse as well. But when the home needs direction from heaven, they glance at their wives and say, "You are the spiritual one." Husbands, this is not how it was meant to be. Yes, your wife is strong. Yes, she hears from God. Yes, she knows how to war in the spirit. But you are the priest of the home. You're the head. Not because she is incapable, but because God never asked her to carry it alone. Her strength is a gift, not an excuse for your passivity. Her prayers are beautiful, but they were meant to join yours, not replace them. I kept thinking of that acquaintance, that conversation. Now a grown man, sharp, successful, grounded, but with a fracture. He never saw a man lead spiritually. So now he's trying to figure out how to. Men, let your sons see something different. Let them hear your voice in prayer, not just in correction. Let them watch you lay hands, not just lay foundations. Let them see you open scripture, not just business books. Let them know that strength is not just physical or financial, but it starts spiritually. It is surrender. It is knowing when to weep in prayer and war in the spirit. Be the kind of father who doesn't leave his wife to bear the unseen battles alone. Be the kind of father who breaks the cycle, who doesn't just provide, but also leads on his knees. Because when the father takes his place, the family finds rhythm. When the father leads, the wife can follow. And when the man returns to the altar, the next generation follows him there. Your spiritual leadership isn't just about your marriage. It is about the preservation and replication of God's legacy in your lineage. Your life is forming a blueprint, one your son will follow more closely than you realize. This is why the mantle of fatherhood includes more than provision. It includes impartation. You're not just raising a boy, you're raising a future husband, leader, builder, intercessor. And your silence, your passivity, your excuses, they echo louder than you think. But here's the hope. It is not too late. You do not have to have all the answers yet. You just have to be willing. Start by taking your place, not in domination, but in devotion. Pray even if it feels awkward. Read the scripture aloud. Speak blessing over your children. Lay hands on them. Apologize when you fall short. Let them see a man who is not perfect but submitted. Because your son is watching, and one day he will lead a home too. The question is, what will he mirror?